here. It is, of course, your winners of semifinals. Miami Dome is the place, and this is the time. Yes.
Yes, it
Game
is.
number 1.
The blue team picking up the first weapons there, and they get a nice little team extension, but Sgrape getting a nice recovery there. xJcoolJ, they isolate the 1v1s, the ground pound from TAYA as a reversal, sent into the stage though, so nothing too scary so far off stage. The team's really wanting that center stage control where they're able to shark underneath those platforms, because if you're dashing into the center, they're so ready for it. The red team getting nice extensions there. The weapon toss onto Godly into a nair, sends him upwards. Sgrape getting a down air as well. D-Light into side air. No weapon toss, but xJcoolJ taps it in. GC D-Light into ground pound. It doesn't KO though, and xJcoolJ actually puts himself in a really bad spot off stage. Avoids the TAYA ground pound, but TAYA getting a side air on his own teammate as well as Sgrape, but xJcoolJ able to flip it off the top. Godly able to get the nair to reversal. The side air sends off stage. Sgrape in the 1v1 versus Godly off stage. GC D-Light into ground pound, taps it in. And the blue team have a nice lead here, a little bit of a lead.
They do. I really liked how this game started out though. We had xJcoolJ and Sgrape, they were working the soft plats.
Yeah.
They were both each posted up on one, and they would just drop down into neutral, catch a little team combo, and go right back to those soft platforms. It was actually pretty interesting to watch.
Okay, the recovery comes out there from xJcoolJ unarmed. He's consistently trying to go on the fastest tempo possible to give his teammates some time, as well as just punish the blue team. You cannot let the blue team get comfortable off stage versus you. The nair comes out. Sgrape getting a follow-up there, trying to get that recovery to send right back into xJcoolJ. But xJcoolJ has been playing so well on the bow as well. The whiff punishes have been on point, and it's really great at stopping the momentum. The side stick hits his own teammate. Godly with the team damage there, almost KOs the side air. Sgrape thankfully playing that Nash, though, is going to have a lot of defense here. Very tanky legend.
Ooh, Sgrape whiffing on the side light. Caught the pogo though, but also caught the knockout as he gets sent over to the right side. He is on his final stock of game number 1. But holy, this game is so close, BJ. And there we go. xJcoolJ gonna be still on his last one as well. But Godly and TAYA just a swift breeze away from being put on their finals as well.
Okay, Sgrape. He's trying to pick up a weapon, but he ends up just hitting a lot of side lights there. And a nice GC N-Sync from xJcoolJ punishes Godly, holding a little bit too close to the wall. Nice weapon toss there from Godly, but xJcoolJ knew that was coming as well, so he dips below, allows his teammate to get the scoop and skirt with that down air off the top, as Godly now without a weapon has to put himself in the corner to wait for his teammate to give him some space, but Godly yet to pick up a weapon once again, looking to lose their stock early there. The D-Light into side air will be able to close it out. TAYA in the 2v1 now on his last stock. Side light into D-Light into side air. The attempt from TAYA there, or xJcoolJ to extend. TAYA on the Lance has been, I think, the most important weapon for the blue team so far. They need to continue this momentum because they have the red team right where they want them in that KO range. The side air will find the KO. xJcoolJ in this 2v1 gets the side air onto Godly, looks for the down air reversal, doesn't find it. And now this 2v1 looks all but impossible. I mean, you know, I always say this would have to be like one of the greatest comebacks in Brawlhalla history right now. Do you got it in game number 1 like that?
No.
We'll see. Probably not.
That's going to finish off right here. I think Godly is going to find a stomp Sayer, or we're going to see a nice ground pound. Oh, the scoop. Not going to be enough. Taking him off that top blast zone. Did not have enough force. But xJcoolJ is now pushed over onto the right side. We saw the exclamation point come out. He's still fighting unarmed. Caught a weapon toss from the top of his dome. There. Oh, didn't even need the... Oh, they did need the Sayer. Could not get it, though. xJcoolJ somehow still kicking in this game number 1. Double exclamation point. The Sayer off the hammer is going to spell the end for him, as xJcoolJ and Sgrape are going to have to figure out what to do here in game number 2.
Yeah, I just saw the damage differential in that last game, and that looked very, very difficult for the red team, as we see both of the members on the blue team able to do quite a bit of damage on both of them. Almost 600 onto TAYA, 531 on Godly, whereas xJcoolJ and Sgrape struggling to break even 500 on either of them. And obviously it's going to be less damage because you lost the game, but I want to see more from the Sgrape hammer, which was equipped 72% of the time. But honestly, it wasn't really working out that well. He was getting a lot of damage, but taking an equivalent amount as well, as we see the hammer get picked up. Godly winning that exchange at the center of the stage, but a side air puts a different ending to that story as Sgrape fights back on this hammer.
Yeah, see what he can do with it. Throws it down, gets a little interruption. Okay, Godly coming back with a Sayer of his own. Stomp Sayer, that's going to be a lot of force. Sgrape going to try and find his way back. xJcoolJ cleared the path for him. Very well done from his teammate, letting him get back up on stage, but Godly with the nairs flying. Ooh, he missed on the gravity cancel, neutral sig. Can he get back in there and gets, the washing machine, and Godly fell into it like a moth to a flame.
Yeah, that vortex hitbox, it doesn't have a vacuum, but I feel like it has a mental one for sure. We see the ground pound from TAYA, though.
Comes out so quick, bro.
Closing out that stock onto Sgrape. That feels like one of the hardest hitting ground pounds in the game. It just has that, you know, that force to it visually, and it's a jump scare sometimes if you're not ready for it. Okay. D-Light into N-Light. xJcoolJ getting some bow damage there. TAYA charging up that recovery, getting a nice little hit there, but a GC N-Sync from xJcoolJ gets himself some momentum back to center stage as well as the KO.
Oh, that's not going to be enough to knock xJcoolJ, getting sent way out. Oh, it looked like blue team was going to go ahead and focus on Sgrape, but they swap back over, got another hit on xJcoolJ.
Oh, how's he alive? Okay.
Oh, my goodness. That sent him way up and out. That is going to catch as well. Can Sgrape find a way back? Great placement, but TAYA right there to get some more damage on him. xJcoolJ juggling with the nairs, got the recovery, not enough. And a Sair. TAYA cannot get back up on stage. xJcoolJ is all over him. But finally going in the opposite direction, TAYA come back in, and we see the axe swinging.
Side stick comes out from Sgrape as well, and we see the signature kit slowly getting unlocked there. As I say that, a side stick closes it out, and we see a downer off that weapon test. TAYA, can you make it back? Gets hit by the ground pound there. Sgrape with an immediate dodge to not give a chase dodge, and that recover, or that ground pound will close it out for the red team as they confirm that stock off that edge guard, and they are now up a stock apiece on this blue team. I thought after that first game it was going to be tough to make this comeback, but Sgrape with a big GC side stick making himself comfortable right back on that wall. But it's not over for the blue team here. They can easily close out the stock on Sgrape, isolate a 2v1, and it gets real scary for the red team as they look to do so. There, xJcoolJ having to play very elusive, using that soft platform to avoid that 2v1 combo damage. The D-Light into side air will close it out. A 2v1 happens. xJcoolJ gets scooped there, gets caught by trying to go back to center stage. Off the soft platform, Godly with another recovery. Can xJcoolJ make it back? TAYA with the ground pound there. You both make it back, but take so much damage in the process, and the blue team sees the lead once again. Sidelight from Godly. TAYA playing so patiently, picks up a lance, looking for those KOs. Now sidelight into Nair. The recovery comes in. Sgrape tries to flip it. Can you fight it? Yes, you do. Godly loses his stock off the top, and TAYA in this 2v1. It's so winnable as the side air comes in. It doesn't KO though, and he goes so far off stage, but that recovery will KO off the top. TAYA in a 1v1 now.
Okay, can he get back up on stage? TAYA looking so, oh, he's getting a little aggressive here, going out, put himself in a risky spot, and xJcoolJ just being able to rack up the damage, but the Sair hits, weapon throw out, weapon throw out.
He doesn't want the axe. Why don't you want the axe? What are you cooking? He picks up a left. He doesn't want that one either. 3 weapon tosses in a clutch. It's the cardinal sin. Can you make it happen though? He picks up another weapon. He gets a side air. It's not punished. TAYA clutches the game.
What the hell is he doing?
I don't know. We're just throwing weapons away. He just threw 3 weapons away, and he still won that game. He was so confident, and it worked out. I cannot believe it.
Bro.
I don't know how that happened.
I'm old. I need to breathe, okay? Bro. Why did he 3 weapon throws? Why?
I don't know. When I do that, my teammate says I'm throwing. When TAYA does it, it's cinema. I mean,
it was a movie. It was a movie.
None of them hit either, but it just made xJcoolJ hold on to the wall, and then TAYA gets a side air. What a ridiculous way to close out that game. Bro, so crazy.
Brawlhalla's such a funny game sometimes, bro. But we're going to get into game number 3. This should be tied up, but for some reason it's not. And we're going to see how this breaks away on Miami Dome as Godly and TAYA try to wrap this up.
We go over to this game number 3, and I'm sure the red team want to kind of cool it off a little bit here as well, because when the blue team has all this momentum, it gets very, very scary to deal with it. But Godly gets a GC side stick and keeps the party rolling as xJcoolJ finds himself in a similar spot off stage, and the blue team are all but too dominant on this Miami Dome pick. xJcoolJ getting an end light there, gets immediately whiff punished. Sgrape with a side stick from downtown doesn't connect onto anybody, and the blue team are running away with this lead.
They absolutely are. I just got the vision of like Godly like driving a party bus, just like cruising everybody around the city. Yeah. I don't know. Random intrusive thoughts. Oh, D-Light is going to catch into Sair.
Godly looking for that KO option there. Yeah, it's really, really big that Sgrape is fighting with the spear. We don't see a lot of spear on the side of Sgrape. Godly, we do see a lot of hammer. D-Light side air closes it out onto xJcoolJ, and it's 2 stocks apiece for the red team. Godly holding on to his first stock still. xJcoolJ going for that break dance, but he doesn't get anything. Godly go to the GC D-Light into the Nair, but a nice whiff punish from Sgrape on the hammer. The hammer is so important for this red team. It's the way they confirm a lot of these KOs with both signatures and combos with that D-Light. Godly landing right back down with another axe. Sgrape with punish. You love to see that, but that recovery does find its mark, and Sgrape getting put in a bad spot. xJcoolJ stuck between a rock and a hard place with the blue team kind of sandwiching there. The side air sends off stage. Sgrape flips it onto Godly, though. Godly loses his stock. That's a big deal as Godly's the first one on his last stock now.
That was so risky. So cool watching that pay off. Sgrape just fishing over there on the side. You can see him lurking off that soft platform, looking for the perfect opportunity. Godly whiffing with the Nair. xJcoolJ going to send TAYA back over to the right side of the stage, but TAYA's there to catch his landing. Weapon throw out. Is he going to go unarmed? No. He pulls out the axe. Looking back, he was whiffing. He was going back looking for the Sair. Couldn't get it. Got the recovery. Could not finish up on that. Oh, wait. He did get a touch. He was able to follow up to get that confirmation, and now we see TAYA be sent up to the top. Godly has 49 damage put against his final stock.
It's crazy how he hasn't been hit that much after that very early edge guard gimp. He's been very elusive, but we get a bit of a Russian Mafia there with the Nair off the top. The recovery into the D-Light, into Cider, into the side sig. Godly is gone. TAYA in a similar spot in the last game, though. It's not over yet, but it is a 3-stock to 1 this time, though, as Sgrape has such a big stock tank lead here. The N-Light into the D-Light, into the GC, D-Light into recovery. Goes for the Mafia there, but doesn't get it off the top. TAYA looking for that Cider. Gets a downer off the stage. Sidelight into recovery. Doesn't get it there, but Sgrape with a D-Light into Cider. The weapon toss comes out, and TAYA just can't make it back. And Sgrape with 2 stocks still definitely carried that game. 589 damage and holding on and getting 6 KOs for the red team. I was saying we need to see Sgrape's Nash. We need to see the hammer come online, and we saw it there. And
it worked out. I mean, it really did. The power of the hammer set him free. 67% of the time, 435 damage coming off of it. Absolutely poetry in motion. Extended this set out. We're going to get treated with a game number 4. I know these guys are sweating because I am sweating.
Yeah, this is a ridiculous set. I mean,
this is so cool.
Yeah.
But we're going to drop in. We're going back to the dome and see if this is going to work out with Sgrape and xJcoolJ. Maybe, please, as a Brawlhalla fan, can we get a game number 5 here? Maybe?
See if these players can even handle that. This seems to be the most taxing sets that either of these teams have played so far. It's very, very high octane. At any moment, the momentum between Godly getting caught by xJcoolJ's bow there, as TAYA is winning the trades versus Sgrape's hammer so far. The blue team with a slight damage deficit, though, as xJcoolJ and Sgrape forfeiting the stage control to the blue team, but using those soft platforms very well, getting the whiff punishes. The blue team getting some team damage there, but no D-Light into side air. A little bit too high. Side air comes out from Godly. Sgrape getting sent off stage, but Sgrape flips it onto TAYA. TAYA having to burn the recovery early. Sets up a 2v1 onto Godly. Godly avoids everything, though. The Nair doesn't KO off the top of the red team. Looking for it all. GC Light comes out. The Nair does confirm as Godly gets unarmed and sent to the left side of the stage. He somehow holds on.
Pressure. He could not get back down the stage no matter what he did, no matter what. He had a weapon in his face. Great confirmation from red team, and they look like they're doing a great job. There we go. Godly being put on his second stock, and we are settling into a great job from red team here in game number 4. Not slowing down. Great positioning on the pogo. Okay, side sig gonna clear house just a little bit.
Yeah, getting xJcoolJ away from your teammate. The blue team looking to hold on to some sort of control, but this is exactly what we saw in the last set. Once the red team gets started here, it becomes very impossible. The sidelight into the side air sends off stage, and there's Godly getting sent very high. TAYA putting himself off stage to assist, but he gets a ground pound, but a double sidelight there on the dodge away. What a read from Sgrape, but Godly punishes it, trades it out immediately. D-Light into side air, and the blue team are looking worse for wear in this situation, but they force both of the red team members on their last stock. Godly getting put on his last stock as well. I'm sorry, the blue team are on their last stock as Sgrape continues high. TAYA getting sent very, very far with that side air, and the blue team are scrambling to get any control. The red team have too much control on these soft platforms.
Oh my goodness. One of the most exciting sets I've seen in a long time. TAYA catching the back end of that recovery. Gonna catch a Sair. Not enough to confirm. xJcoolJ trying to find a round back up. Sgrape being sent way over. That's gonna take it. Can they get the stock? We're all tied up. Final stocks. 42 damage against Godly. 76 against TAYA. Can red team take us to a game number 5?
It's going to be tight. It's going to come down to this, really. As we see, xJcoolJ is looking to pick up a weapon, but he can't. TAYA with the weapon starve. The double axe on the blue team gets cycled through as well. And they are struggling to find a weapon onto xJcoolJ. He still hasn't picked up a weapon. Finally picks up a spear. We see some pogoing, some ping-ponging off the top there. But no one gets KO'd. No recoveries fly from the double spear on the red team. Sgrape hasn't been so comfortable on this spear, and it's showing here. Not finding a lot of aggression. The recovery comes in, though. And the blue team holding on. They have that damage advantage right now. One signature from either of the blue team members could lead to a stock confirmation. The side air barely not enough to KO. We see an N-Light come out. xJcoolJ using that soft platform as much as possible. The down stick comes out from TAYA. The recovery as well. He's swinging out these options. Godly getting whiff punished there with the side air, and that side air from Sgrape closes it out onto Godly. But TAYA in a 2v1 goes for the ground pound. He had the read, but he didn't have the timing as both of the red team members now just need one hit. But TAYA forces the last stock. GC N-Light, it's not enough.
Oh, come on, come on. xJcoolJ, take us to game number 5.
Oh, the weapon toss again. It's the TAYA classic. He loves the weapon tosses. In the clutch, he picks up the weapon here. D-Light into recovery. What a mix-up from TAYA. TAYA with another 2v1 clutch. That was such a big bait. He looked like he was going to pick up the weapon, but instead he stops the dash. He catches the dash with an unarmed D-Light recovery. He dash checked him in Brawlhalla. That was so sick.
I love Brawlhalla so much, bro.
He couldn't do that on Axe or Lance. It had to be unarmed. It had to be unarmed.
Oh my my goodness, what a set to finish off
Wow.
our first block. And this is just, I mean,